Hi everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to day 16 of my trip down the memory lane. If you are new, or this is the first video you stumbled upon, I've gone back through the past 5-6 holiday card series along with my Festive Friday series and picked 24 of my most favorite cards that I've created, and I'm sharing them with you again. So these are basically re-uploads of videos that I produced in the past. So if you hear me talk about classes, supplies, etc., just disregard. Thank you, please and thank you. In the description box down below, you will find links to playlists of my former holiday card series, along with my Festive Friday series. You will also find a link to my Etsy shop if you're interested in supporting by purchasing some cards. Today's card is probably one of my most favorite that I made that year, and probably ever. My faux stitching got away from me and it's a little crooked, but come on, it's me. But I love how this set turned out. I loved how I created a gingerbread village out of this house die. Absolutely love it. So I hope you do too. Again, don't forget to leave your comment, and yeah, let's watch me make a card. Here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to day 4 of my Hearts Come Home series. Today we're going to make the opposite card that what we made yesterday. So yesterday we made a gingerbread village where the white was the main focus. And I mentioned in that video that I thought it might look cool if the brown was the main image and you backed it with white. So that's what we're going to do today. We are not making a similar card to this one. We're going to make something a little bit different. But we're going to be using the die set, and I may use one of these inside sentiments. I'm not going to put a sentiment on the outside, but we'll see. So I'm going to be using the Village dies and some soft suede cardstock. I have a card base that is Emerald Envy that measured 5.5 by 8.5. I scored it at 4 1/4. We're going to cut off the bottom using this scallop from the seasonal layer framelits, and then I'm going to adhere this gingham from the Quilted Christmas. And then I also pulled out these 2 snowflakes. I don't know that I'm going to use them, but I'm going to go ahead and cut them out. And if you weren't familiar, these were available, I hate when I do that. These were available in the annual catalog. And it's really great because you really do have all 4 seasons. You've got some fall leaves, you've got some cherry blossoms, you've got like a seat for the spring or the summer. So yeah, really, really fun. And it has a coordinating, this is a bundle, so it has a stamp set that goes with it. But I'm just using the dies today. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the card base, and then I'm going to do the rest of it off camera because I showed how to do it earlier in the week. So I've already glued in my card layer. This is a piece of Whisper White that measures 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, and I have my magnetic platform. I'm going to open this up and make sure that I am die cutting this side, not the side with the card layer. I'm going to try to get this as straight as I can, and I want it to take off probably about 1 inch or so. Alright, come on now. How straight are we looking? That actually looks pretty straight for me. Hopefully. Hopefully, and if it's not, maybe it won't be too noticeable. I'll run this through. So then we have a card base that looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to finish die cutting and I'll catch back up with you when I'm done. Alright guys, I am done die cutting. I want to talk to you about a little bit of an error I made. So yesterday's card was a portrait card, which meant it was 5 1/4 inches wide. And I initially cut my cardstock to be 5 1/4 or 5 1/2, 4 1/4 inches wide. And what I really needed it to be was 5 1/2 inches wide because the card base today is that wide. So what I did was I wasted quite a bit of paper, but you can still die cut, you know, in these areas. I put them on their sides so I could cut out a longer strip and then, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Then I could trim them down to the size I need. So it's going to say attached. So I'm just going to trim up to each one. And I'm probably not going to take all of it. Maybe I will. We'll see. So I need to measure 5 1/2 inches wide. Doesn't it already look like gingerbread? I love ginger snaps. Those are my favorite. So 5 1/2 is just about right there. So I need a pen or a pencil. So alright, this is what we're dealing with. Right here, got some snowflakes. I'm going to go ahead and do our card base first. So I have this piece, again, from the Quilted Christmas. I'm going to cut it down 1 3/4. Oops. Where we'll cut it out. Don't worry about these measurements. They'll be available for you on the blog. Further, I'm going to go ahead and adhere the white to the back, and I have some white scraps from yesterday's mess up. So I'm going to adhere it just like that, and this is going to be just like I did yesterday. So I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to put a little glue. On the back. And then I'm going to cut off the excess. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Oh, I think this is going to look great. So let me get the rest of these done. Then we'll figure out how we're going to get these on. These are so cute. Oh my word, this looks just like gingerbread. Okay, so what I think I've decided to do, so we're going to adhere this all the way down. We're going to add this little hill, and we're going to add the church to it. And then we'll find a way to cover it, maybe with some ribbon and a bow. Am I going to use... Okay, so I'm going to glue this one flat. And again, my goal for this one is that the house at the top is straight. Maybe we'll just add some detail. Make it look like frosting. I think I'm going to adhere this with mini dimensionals. Trying to keep this as straight as possible. And then I measured it to by a tree. It was nice knowing you. So you can see that I didn't put any adhesive at the end because I knew I would need to adhere my church. Again, you don't have to go through this much work. I just wanted to see what it would look like in brown, and then I wanted to do something that wasn't really similar to yesterday's card. So I'm gonna cut this dimensional in half, hopefully. Can I? Yes. Like Bob the Builder, can we build it? Yes, we can. Okay, so I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna cut a second piece of this, 1 3/4 by 5 1/2, so we can adhere it to the back. And I think we're gonna stamp on a piece of Whisper White. All right, let's bring in our Joy to the World sentiment. so I have trimmed my sentiment panel down to 3/4 of an inch wide by 5.5 inches long. And I've cut my piece of designer series paper 1 3/4 inches wide and 5.5 inches long. And again, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just want to finish off the inside. All right, for a sentiment, I'm going to do dimensionals at the bottom. And actually, let me use the small ones. This part will be popped up. The top part is going to be adhered. Okay, and then I have some of those red gems left over from yesterday. I think I want to add them. And then my final touch, I know you guys were like, mistake, Waco. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. I don't know if this one will be for sale or not. If you're interested in it, let me know. I do really love how it turned out. And so here is gingerbread where brown is an accent, and here is gingerbread where white is an accent. It definitely looks more like gingerbread when white is the accent. So yeah. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. All the supplies will be linked in the description box below, along with the coordinating blog post. Don't forget to sign up for Jolly Mail for September. You have until the end of next week to do that. I will see you tomorrow with another card. Bye for now.